Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, I am your host, J-Squared John Jeremy, and last we left off, we continued on with our Sith Warrior storyline by securing the support of the new Lord Grathan, although secretly, as we eliminated the actual Lord Grathan and got his former wife, now widow, on our side. Now, before I start the next storyline here, I started off here in the cantina, and it looks like that Vette wants to have a conversation. I'm down with that, Vette. What do you have to say?
You know, I was a slave when I was a little girl, before I got free. Sort of full circle, I guess.
I guess, tell me about it.
Many of your people are born into slavery. Is that what happened to you?
Near enough. My mother and sister and I were grabbed when I was little. I don't remember much of it. We worked the mines on Ryloth. Then they separated us. I got sold to a Rodian, then a Hutt. Then some sort of weird three-eyed thing.
And you were how old exactly?
All of this while you were still a child?
Yeah, I was 7 or 8 by the time I landed with 3 eyes. Anyway, I guess you know you've moved around too much when a Sith ship starts to feel like home.
I get that.
You've learned to be adaptable. That's a good thing.
Make the best of it? Yeah. Thanks for the talk.
Sweet. Got some experience points and influence. Let's go ahead and quick travel over to the Kaas City expansion, where we'll no doubt have new missions available to us. Alright, let's see here now. So we've got, oh, there it is. There it is right, oh, we have mail as well. Let's read the mail first. From Lanater, the individual whom we saved the medical data for. My cybernetic research data is safe. Project ARC will continue with Lord Grathan's backing. I've already done preliminary trials on several volunteers, and the results are incredible. Our wounded veterans can look forward to new medical treatments and cybernetically regrown limbs, and it's all thanks to you. By the way, I heard that Ismail Brengle is in a spot of trouble. It seems she tried to sell some cybernetic research data on the black market, but the data turned out to be the breeding notes for Lord Grathan's pedigree to Kata. Just for that, I'd like to send you a little something. Thank you very much. Poor, Brengle didn't exactly know what she was getting into. Dreams of credits dancing around in her head.
Damn it, this would never have happened on my watch. Ah, my lord, it's good to see that the Sith haven't let things slide. Not like the rest of this circus of an empire. First, it's slave rebellions in the jungle. Then this. We wouldn't have allowed these kinds of things 30 years ago.
Explain.
What's the problem, officer?
I was sent to this construction site to investigate unusual behavior among the droids. I wasn't here long when one of the units attacked me. I barely escaped with my life. But worse than that, I found this transmitter on the droid.
What's so bad about finding a transmitter?
These are not Imperial-issued transmitters. They're being used to control the droids and receive data from them in return. I warned my superiors what would happen if they continued to be lax about this planet's security. Someone, an independent interest, a rogue Sith Lord, is using these droids to broadcast Kaas City's schematics to an off-planet location.
Oh?
So, what exactly do you want me to do?
We need to get those transmitters. If we can remove enough of them from the droids, it'll make the data they're sending unintelligible. The sooner we get those transmitters out, the better. This information can't end up in the hands of our enemies.
Alright, so we need to collect some transmitters from malfunctioning droids. This is part 1 of a 2-part mission, it looks like. And this is on our way to the Sith Dark Temple, so why not, right? First, we need to find some droids. Ah, there's a droid. Couple droids, in fact. Hello.
You're good to go.
Nothing, huh? Oh, I get the feeling it's gonna be one of those things. Alright, picking up the last of the transmitters. Let's go ahead and return back now to Captain Ison. Let him know what we found here. Once we do this, I believe there is a second part to this mission that involves the heroic quest that's just across the bridge. I think they tie in with each other, if I'm not mistaken. Captain Ison, looks like you were right after all.
Back already? And you have the transmitters?
Just take them already.
Well, what do you know? And here I was starting to think efficiency had gone out of style. I owe you thanks. If you'll give me a moment, I'll upload the data to High Command and we'll see what's what.
So what's what?
This is worse than I ever would have imagined. Lord Grathan's behind this. He has to be.
I know that rogue.
I know Lord Grathan and his wife. A scheming, troubled family.
He's covered his tracks well. We won't be able to prove it, but Lord Grathan has been sending security codes and planetary readouts off-world. Everything an invading army would need. Major Shelester is already en route to the probable invasion site with every soldier he can find. They'll meet you just across the bridge. Hurry.
Alright. Got some experience points, and now we need to meet with Major Shelester. And I do know that Major Shelester is in fact the quest giver for the heroic quest that's on the other side of the bridge, so I was right after all. Gonna have to fight these guys. They're in my way all the time. Hopefully I can skip the rest. There we go. Don't mind me just driving through your bridge. Don't attack me. We made it. We're safe. Alright. Now we shouldn't have a problem with this heroic here. I think it's the most difficult of the heroics on Drumond Kaas, just because it's length, but I think we should be okay. I think.
Over the last 3 days, a series of transmissions left Drumond Kaas and were received by ships orbiting a nearby asteroid. These transmissions contained safe landing coordinates for the planet's surface and security codes to bypass the orbital defenses.
Is it the Republic?
Are we at war? Have the Jedi finally landed?
Even the Jedi don't have the temerity to attack Drumond Kaas itself. Several hours ago, small shuttles built to avoid sensor detection began to land and deliver troops to the planet's surface. These troops are brutal alien mercenaries of the exiled Lord Tonus. Students of Sith politics will remember she was the rebel who declared her own kingdom on Begarin.
What about Lord Grathan?
I thought that Captain Ison said Grathan was behind this.
It may be that Lord Grathan gave her the information, but it's not his army landing. Lord Tonus has judged her timing perfectly. With so many of our forces off-planet, it is possible she could take Kaas City if she lands her entire mercenary army. We must stop her shuttles from landing and beat back her forces. I've thrown every resource I have down there already. Now it's up to you.
Okay, so we need to recover
You're good to go.
3 thermal detonators. Why is this guy green right now?
I'm here. Where is this invasion Captain Ison was so sure was happening?
It's happening, my lord. And how?
Oh. Okay, well, there you go then. Oh, look, another player. Hello. That is Brandon Lee, a mercenary, power tech. Even he's over-leveled right now, 23 instead of 18. Alright, so we need to recover 3 thermal detonators. We'll need to also see if there is a bonus mission here. You know me on bonus missions, I have to check them out. There is indeed a bonus mission to eliminate mercenary forces. Okay. Ow, ow. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play through this heroic, recover the thermal detonators, and eliminate the mercenary forces. I know that the end stage of this heroic... Ow! I know that the end stage of this heroic is to fight Lord Tonus herself. That's where we'll be coming back to. I don't think there's a real need to slog this episode down by showing you guys me defeating each one of these guys here, because it will happen. It's just a matter of time. Alright, and here we are entering the base for Lord Tonus and the Bergerin acolytes and apprentices. Bunch of people around here. Let's go have some fun killing. Yeah! You are no match for what I am. None whatsoever. It is a beautiful thing. Alright, all the acolytes are dead. Just checking to make sure I'm not missing anything in here before I go on to Lord Tonus. I'm not. Excellent. Okay, Lord Tonus. Let's make this happen. What's funny is that with Vette on my side, her attacks are barely even breaking my health at all. Oh, ow. He says that and then proceeds to get whacked away.
This always does the trick.
We'll never be able to prove Lord Gratham was behind the transmissions that allowed her invasion, but it doesn't matter. Everyone who matters knows the truth, and Gratham is already losing influence and followers.
Excellent. And we received some TH-15B War Medic boots. That's heavy armor, though, so that's not for us anyway. But we can sell it on the market, I believe. Let me just double check that. Binds on equip. Yep, we can sell it on the market if we wanted to. Excellent. Let's go ahead and make our way back over to... I'm trying to remember what's the... No, you know what we'll do? We will... no, it'd be easier just to do this. So we'll quick transport back to the Kaas City expansion area, and then we will return once I've reached the diverging point between the heroic area and the main quest line. Alright, so here we've got the base camp right before you hit the Dark Temple approach, and looks like we've got a quest giver from one Major Swain Lothar.
Can you sense it, my lord? Something out there? I wish it were in my head, but I know it's real. Please excuse me. It's these long nights excavating relics near the Dark Temple. I'm Major Swain Lothar, Imperial Reclamation Service. My team uncovered several significant artifacts at a nearby dig. That's when things started going wrong.
Going wrong? How?
I don't appreciate dramatic pauses.
I'm sorry, it's just that I can hardly make sense of it myself. First, it was strange noises from the temple, then figures lurking nearby. My team didn't like it, but I told them to push on. Now they're days overdue, and I owe a report to Lord Drumond. But I can't go out there. I need someone to find them, make sure the artifacts make it.
Those artifacts will be with the Empire soon.
Thank you. I was just about to write the whole dig off as a loss. My team's still in those caves. Whatever's happened, please bring those relics to Lord Drumond. He's overseeing a small camp by the Dark Temple.
Excellent. Alright, so we need to search for the archaeologist expedition. Good job, John. Use your words properly. And, we should be inside this cave area here. Oh, look, I can see them already. Crazed archaeologist. That bodes well. No bonus mission here, it looks like, so let's just go ahead and try and avoid as much of these fights as possible as we continue the search for the archaeologist expedition, even though we've already found them. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Demented apprentice, huh? Well, you calm down there, buddy. No, no lightning strikes at me. Damn it. I don't take very kindly to that. Alright, view the archaeologist holopad. Artifacts are clearly missing and look to have been violently removed. There's a hollow in the same area.
I've only a moment to rest. Those things from the Dark Temple are attacking again. Jez thinks they're drawn to the artifacts. I bet he's right. They went berserk the second we packed everything up to leave. It's time to make a stand. If those crazies want our relics, they'll have to kill us first.
Well, they did, so kind of a thing, I would say for you. Are you the crazies that have the relics? I'm not sure. Do you have relics? There's a bunch of you over here. What's over here? It's just a circle. Lame. But not lame enough not to kill you. No relics, okay. So the relics must be on the other side. Got it. Rocket boost. Rocket boost with my lightsabers out. That's funny.
You're good to go.
What are these artifacts? Do animals have them? Is that what's going on? I honestly have forgotten. Well, you can do this now, so let's see here. We're nearing Outpost Warden, which is the final Imperial outpost before you reach the Dark Temple. Well, let's see if they're here. Relics? Relics? Do you have any relics? No relics, just a bunch of dead baby Yosks. Kind of a thing. Sure. Why not? Okay. Where the hell would the relics be? There's a bunch of missions here, but I want to focus on one thing at a time. So, relics. Well, this all has to do with this area, so let's talk to the mission givers here.
last, the Dark Council has answered my petitions and sent a powerful fighting Sith to help secure the temple.
Not quite.
I'm not here to secure the temple.
Of course, I've been ignored again. How stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
Go on.
You have my attention.
The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our empire. 1,000 years ago, our own emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now, something terrible has happened.
Let me guess.
Some idiot went and woke them up.
With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Kalig, and their expedition plunged into madness.
Expedition?
What was this expedition? How many people were lost?
At least 100. Several Sith, slaves, soldiers, experts. All stupid. Because Lord Kalig died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality for those around him. His power overwhelmed all inside the temple. And even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords, and drawing terrible power from Kalig himself.
Well, what if he's not the only one?
Are there more dead Sith Lords in there?
Ah, you begin to see the crisis. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Drumond Kaas.
Let's keep them napping.
I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
What would have to be done?
The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
All right. So we need to recover the plasma torch for buried power. I'm still wondering where the accursed are. Recover the Sith relics from the insane Imperials in the Dark Temple approach. Okay, so I have to kill those guys to get the Sith relics. Got it.
I've sent 3 separate expeditions into the Dark Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on, but people who go in there, they don't come back.
How did you come up with that?
Sounds I heard coming out of that place would send a Rancor running, if it was smart enough to run. You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire a favor. The expeditions I sent in were looking for specific data. I can spare the manpower, they were slaves mostly, but the data is essential.
What kind of data was it?
We were studying a recent increase in seismic activity in the area, including possible damage to the temple itself. The slaves from the expeditions were equipped with data pads to store the data they collected. Bring back those data pads. This information's vital to future construction on Dromond Kaas. It's not glamorous, but will you help?
I will take care of that.
Amazing. Fantastic. Your help is invaluable. I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from on your map. It's the best I can do.
Alright, so now we need to search for the lost expedition. There's one more mission over here as well. Heroic 2, Possessed Hunter. By order of the Dark Council, the legendary Mandalorian bounty hunter Velen Korg is wanted for betraying the Imperial Mandalorian Alliance and murdering 2 Sith Lords in Kaas City in open combat. He is considered extremely dangerous and is believed to have fled into the temple. Only persons authorized to enter the temple should give pursuit. Korg is believed to be heavily armed, and the situation in the Dark Temple remains unpredictable. I accept this mission as well. Alright, so we have a bunch of missions now as we enter the Dark Temple approach here. But the first one we're probably going to be able to finish is going to be the Accursed as we kill these crazy Imperials and capture the relics once again.
No Nobody better mess with us now.
Oh, and there's a bonus mission. I love bonus missions. That's 1 out of 10 Sith relics. Good news for us is that this seems to be pretty quick. 3 out of 10 Sith relics. Four out of 10 Sith relics. I just feel like she's just counting it all down. Now, unfortunately, I'm killing pretty much innocent people, really. Just, they were unfortunate enough to get caught up in all this nonsense. Ooh, fighting a Sith now. Sith Reaver. Well, I was, and then he decided to go over to Vette. Vette, don't take all the action away from me. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Didn't realize that could be a thing, but okay, sure. We need to speak to Drumond for our award, but before we do that, though, I want to finish off the bonus mission.
This always does the trick.
Alright, let's speak to Lord Drumond and see what we found. I'm not exactly sure what that was, but this person was pretty happy about it. Trots, Sith Juggernaut. Interesting. Lord Drumond.
Your archaeologist team is dead. Killed for the relics they uncovered. I have them now.
Interesting. The Dark Temple's presence continues to surprise and fascinate. I'll quarantine the artifacts for future study. A shame we lost the whole team. At least it wasn't a total loss. After all, we got what we came for.
No need to thank me.
I'm pleased to have served.
Whatever secrets these pieces hide, we'll find them. Thank you.
Excellent. And we have now reached level 40. Level 40 on Drumond Kaas. That is nuts. That is insanity. There are so many planets after Drumond Kaas. I'm pretty damn sure we won't be gaining any more experience points about halfway through this storyline based on the way things are going. And that's okay. That's fine. All the more fun. And speaking of fun, we'll go ahead and continue on with Buried Power, The Wretch King, and Possessed Hunter, along with our storyline quest and Ancient Answer, all that and potentially more next time. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. If you want to watch another video from yours truly, click on the left-hand thumbnail. If you want to keep track of this channel and make sure you don't miss this series or any other, click on the right-hand thumbnail and subscribe. And as always, I look forward to hearing your feedback, so please post in the comments section below. Until next time, this is J Square John Jeremy signing off, saying so long and take care.